You know, I was looking for literature to read to my class about bullying, about self-esteem, and I was really disappointed because most of what I was finding was teddy bears and horses and animals, and it wasn't really realistic. I wanted children to be able to connect to real characters, so I decided to write a book.
We have to teach our children at an early age, and as parents and as educators, it's our job to really focus on this.
Yeah.
So how can we do this in a fun way? Because you cannot sit your kids down and say, okay, this is how to communicate.
Yeah.
So the first thing is be intentional about the books that you're choosing. Choose really fun books for your kids that teach a lesson, and ask your kids questions.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, we just read The Jelly Donut Difference. How were the brother and sister working together? How were they being part of a team?
Yeah.
And what does being part of a team look like in our family? So really taking the message from the book, and then so choose books that your child wants to read. If your son or your daughter is into trucks, you should bring truck books into the home and make it exciting for them, and then throw in books that have character in them. Integrity, kindness, love. That's making it intentional. And how about some chocolate milk, por favor? Chocolate milk, por favor is one of my books.
I love it when you talk foreign. Yeah, that's great.
So really, going beyond the book, books can lend themselves to so many different things like cooking in the kitchen.
So let's talk about, you like to talk about something called the growth mindset.
Yeah, this is a new buzzword in schools, and I think it's important for parents and teachers to know what it is. So a professor over at Stanford University, her name was Dr. Carol Dweck, she came up with this study, and she found through motivation and success, there are two different types of mindset. One is growth and one is fixed. So if someone has a fixed mindset, they believe that their intelligence, their abilities, their talents are exactly the way they are, and that's the way it is. The end.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's
Maxed
changing.
out.
No matter what you do, you are born with who you are.
Okay.
And someone with a growth mindset believes that anything is possible, that they, with work and determination and through mentoring, and they can change, their intelligence, and they can grow and become smarter.
So to be able to read stories is teaching your child an indirect lesson. So Stephen is telling your children how to be determined and how to be motivated, and you don't have to constantly be harping your children on, being determined and persevering. I tell the kids, to be able to practice empathy, you have to do three things. Try, say, and do.
Try to understand how someone is feeling. Say something that acknowledges their feelings, and finally, do something.
And at this point, kids will say, oh, I'm going to say, I'll play with you. And I say, no. You can't say anything at this point. Do something. Take action. Absolutely. And I think as far as parents not knowing what to do, I've done a ton of research on bullying, and I just want to share with them that you have to communicate with your children and talk to them about friendship and communication. And have the conversations, what would you do if? And have these conversations at home, so then when your children are away from you, they have that in the back of their head, and they're they have skills, and they have some ideas of what they can do when they're alone at school and something happens. The Spaghetti and a Hot Dog Bun is really empowering the individual and works on building children's self-esteem, that they get to be themselves no matter what.
So this little girl in the book loves spaghetti and a hot dog
She
bun.
does, and she's teased for it, but she doesn't stop eating it.
And at the end of the book, what happens with the other kids? I assume they see that it's okay and we're all different, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, you are an inspiration. I imagine you have a lot of fun in the feeling of having 6 books and a musical. What's that like?
It's overwhelming and exciting, and honestly, I just want to make a difference. So whatever I can do to make a difference with my time here.